Have you ever said to yourself, boy, I really do like the way Congress functions? No, you've never said that. Hey, everybody, that's the puppy dog right there. Oops, not going to look up. Anyways, this is Kerry Davis, Bullshit Bingo, and I want to tell you about Bullshit Bingo in action. Now, I always said I'm not going to let my show get political. And this isn't political because this is just talking about how Congress lies to you. They lie to you. There's no way around it. They lie. And they don't come out, well, sometimes they do come out and say, I'm going to do one thing, and then they do another. That's a typical politician lie. But in this case, what they do is they make it seem like they're actually doing something, when in fact they're not. Now, today, this is March, I believe, 19th of 2026, 18th or 19th, I forget. And then we're talking about the SAVE Act. Now, whether you agree with the act or not, by all the polls I've seen, something like 80 to 90% of all Americans do, probably because the other 10% are either politicians that gain from it or they're illegal aliens. But nonetheless, at least 80% of us agree with it. Nonetheless, the Senate, John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader for the Republicans, tells us, well, we've got these debates, and Chuck Schumer gets up and he doesn't like it, and he says it's all Jim Crow 2.0. None of that matters. They make it sound like the problem is the bill itself. The problem isn't the bill itself. The problem is the rules of the Senate. They just voted today to decide whether or not to actually debate it. Why not just debate it? But no, we've got to vote to decide if we're going to debate it. We've got to talk about the filibuster. Now, most people in this country under the age of 40 don't know what the hell a filibuster is, unless you're actually in the politics business, and how the definition of a filibuster has been bastardized by the very people who were supposed to use it as a tool. That's a whole different show. That's an actual bullshit bingo term, filibuster. My ass. Anyways, so they've had to fight for the last 2 weeks about whether or not to debate. That's your job, is to debate. But they make it seem through their willing accomplices in the media that they have spent the last 2 weeks debating the bill itself. No, they have not. They've simply been debating whether or not to debate. This is where your tax money goes. This is how your money gets spent. These people lie to you. Remember that. Davis out.